I am Joan of Arc, born in 1412 in a small village in Domremy, France. Back then, no one could have ever guessed that a simple farm girl like me would one day change the destiny of France. Like any other village child, I lived a normal life, but something inside me was different. At the age of 13, while working in the fields, I heard a voice. At first, I couldn't understand what it was, but then I realized it was a voice calling to me. It was the voice of God. It told me that God had a mission for me. I didn't understand what this mission was at the time, but something in me started to change. As the voices grew more distinct, I realized that they were not just a fancy of my mind, but a divine calling. Saint Michael, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret spoke to me, telling me that France needed to be saved, and that God had chosen me to lead the charge. The I voices became stronger and more clear every day. They advised me to take action, and I couldn't ignore them any longer. I knew I was chosen by God for a great task, and I had to follow his command. At the age of 16, I made the decision to embark on a journey to meet Prince Charles, the future King of France, to deliver God's command. I was afraid of nothing, because I knew God had placed his trust in me. I remember the conversation I had with him. I am here as God's chosen one. We must fight to save France. God has sent me to lead our armies. At first, no one took me seriously, but I spoke with such conviction that I was finally given the command of the army. Thus, I set out with the French army. Many believed that God's strength guided me, but I already knew this to be true. God was with me every step of the way, and I moved forward with faith in his power. In 1429, I brought about a miraculous victory by breaking the English siege of Orléans. This was a turning point, not just for France, but for me as well. The French people, who had been filled with despair, found hope again. The victory was a sign that God was on our side, but victory also brought anger from my enemies. In 1430, I was captured by the Burgundians and handed over to the English. They charged me with witchcraft and heresy, but I knew I was innocent. God had given me a mission to save my people, and I would not back down. During my trial, I never lost faith in God's mission. I always remained true to his will. Finally, in 1431, at the age of 19, I was executed by being burned at the stake, but I did not die. Even death could not silence me because God's power was with me. After my death, years passed, and the people of France grew to understand the truth. In 1456, the Pope declared that I had been innocent, and the charges against me were nullified. The people who had accused me were forced to accept the truth of God's will. In 1920, Pope Benedict XV canonized me as a saint. That moment was a symbol of God's choice and a testament to the strength of my faith. I am a living testament to the power of faith. I, a simple farm girl, was chosen by God to lead my country to victory. God spoke to me, and I followed his will without hesitation. My sainthood is a reminder that through faith, anyone can achieve the impossible. My name will forever be remembered, and my story will be told as a light for all who believe in God's strength and will.